Hello, family. One second, getting set up. All right. Let me see who's gonna hop in here real quick. What's up? Hey, bro. What's up, Mike? Can you hear me? Um, you can hear me. I know you can. Let's see. Let me make sure. Hold on. My lighting is horrible right now, and I change. All right, it should be better now. Hey, fam. Hey, fam. How are you? Let's see how many I got. I got two. I know it's late. I was meaning to get on earlier today, um, but I didn't. I got sidetracked. See how many I can get in here. Let's see. Hello. Let's see who I can get in here. Waiting. I know I'm not gonna get that many because it is all of 11:15 now, and so possibly it's 12 somewhere else. So I just wanted to talk to everybody and let them know what is coming from my channel here in the next couple of days. I got a couple of things I'm gonna be doing. Hey, Teresa Bennett, how are you? How are you? Michael Baker, what's up, bro? I'm sitting at 4, so I can go on and get started, and everybody can watch later. I know it's late. I apologize for it being so late, but I wanted to do this before the night ended, and I kind of wanted to update everyone of what's to come. So I hate I waited so late. I waited. I'm so sorry. I waited so late. So now I'm gonna get started. So everyone, I wanted to let everyone know. Hey, Darnell, it's 5 people, 6 people. What's up, fam? 6. Y'all got me feeling good. It's 11 o'clock and y'all coming in here. 6 is good for me right now because I know it's so late. First things first. All right. So this weekend is going to be quite a few things coming from me on Let's Talk with Sister E. And it's quite a few things coming from other channels that I'll be talking about real quick. So I don't plan to keep you long because I know, like I said, it's late. But you know what? We some of us are still on lockdown. So guess what? Hopefully people will catch this. So to let me update everyone of what's coming. So today or tomorrow, Friday, to May 1st, I will have a panel of women, and we're going to have a show dealing with the Bible, biblical women, the great women from the Bible or of the Bible or in the Bible. I'm sorry. And my panel will be Dr. Janet Noel, Renice Kirkland, Pastor Renice Kirkland, and author Anne Moray or Minister Only Love. And we will start. Oh wow. My timing. It'll be 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern, and then 2:30 Pacific. So y'all come on in. It'll be pretty good. It'll be an interesting panel. Everybody's invited, not just women, but men and women. But it's a panel discussion, and we're going to talk about different women in the Bible. We're going to talk about a few things about Eve. We're going to talk a few things about Deborah, just to give you a little sneak peek of some of the things we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about some things dealing with Dorcas or Apostle Juna, which people are so divided on that. So it's going to be interesting. So I need everybody out to support. These women are awesome women of God, and I really do trust their insight or trust them as far as engaging in the conversation. So it's going to be interesting. Again, it will be myself, Dr. Janet Noel, and y'all have seen her on my panel a couple of times. When I first started, she was in a panel discussion I had dealing with what is it, the behaviors of the urban apologetic. I couldn't remember if it was the behaviors or the issues or behaviors of the urban apologetic community. I think the narrative they're trying to spin, that was the name of the YouTube. So she was on that panel, Dr. Janet Noel, with me, and Pastor Renese Kirkland. She's fairly new, so she's going to be involved. She's not new. She's a pastor. She has her own congregation. She's an Israelite as well, but she's going to provide her insight and her input far as the information we're going to discuss. And everyone knows Arthur and Murray only love. So it's going to be very interesting. And again, we're just going to have a conversation and talk about different women in the Bible and their impact to the faith and to the culture and to the belief system that we follow. So I would say please tune in. Again, it's tomorrow, which is May 1st. And maybe May 1st in some areas, but it'll be May 1st tomorrow, Friday, at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern, and I think 2:30 Pacific. So come on out. You will definitely enjoy it. Okay, so after that, I will have Sunday, I will have Curious back on. And along with Curious, I'll have Tayu on the panel. And we'll go back into the conversations we've had about the Middle East and Saudi Arabia and the history there, certain things that we weren't aware of. He brought so much good information. I kind of wanted to bring him back because he has more and new information. And I kind of noticed that everybody enjoyed it, and I did myself. So I will definitely have him back on, and it'll be Sunday, and it's going to be, I want to say, 5:30 Central Time, my time. So it'll be 6:30 Eastern. Yeah, 6:30 Eastern. So I would say, come on out. If you enjoyed Curious last Sunday, you will enjoy him again. We're going to go into some more information. And also, I'm excited that I'll have Tayu on the panel with us as well. So just come on out and support us. And also, all right, so fam, let me take you to this page real quick because I want everybody to support this on tomorrow. My brother, my elder, everybody knows that Pastor Kelly is my elder. Where his ministry is, I do consult with him on things dealing with, just spiritual guidance. So I would consider him to be my elder. Well, he has a show he's going to do tomorrow. It's going to be a premiere or a live. And I want to make sure that people are tapped into this conversation. Let me go to his page real quick so everybody can see his page. And I will put his link in there. If you have not subscribed to his page, please do. Let me go. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Hold on, fam. Let me go to his page. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, let me take you to his page. All right. Make sure, if you have not subscribed to his page, please do. It's We Woke Now, and let me put the link I'll put the link in the description. In fact, let me do this. Okay, so this is the link to his page. If you see, he's going to have a conversation dealing with some things that that he has more insight into. The things that he's had to deal with in ministry since he's been in ministry and dealing with some individuals in urban apologetic community. So he's going to speak on that, and he's going to be very respectful. One thing I will say is Pastor Kelly Richardson, and this is his page. Pastor Kelly Richardson is very respectful, very, very respectful man. Um, so it won't be a thing of, I'm sorry, I'm stopping for 1 second now. Mike, what channel which one you talking about? Will it be on my channel? My show dealing with the teachings about the women in the Bible, and Curious will be on my page. The thing that Pastor Kelly is going to do on tomorrow will be on his page. So this is his page. If you've not subscribed to his page, please do, so that what's up? What's up? Showtime. We got Showtime Sal in the house. So if you haven't, like I said, and I'm gonna reach out to you, Sal. I've been busy, bro. I've been slammed for the past week. So I'll reach out to you tomorrow because I do want to talk to you. But if you want to see information when it deals with individuals in this community, I would say tune in. It's going to be a good conversation. Again, I'm thinking when I last talked to Pastor Kelly, he said he'll have the premiere will be tomorrow, definitely tomorrow. It'll be after I do my live. So I want to say it's probably gonna be like 6 o'clock, 6:30 Central, 6 or 6:30 Central time, or it will be probably later. I would say subscribe to his page if you haven't, because again, this is good information. I'm gonna tell you the history. Pastor Kelly and those guys, they've been dealing with some of the issues and the woes in the Israelite community as it pertains to individuals within the urban apologetic community, much longer than I have, and much longer than yeah, that's Pastor Kelly's page. Um, I'm talking to Mike Baker, but they've been dealing with the woes much longer than we have. And he's going to bring some things to light. And what people don't realize that initially a lot of us tried to build. A lot of us tried to build with the community. We tried to, excuse me, because I got this thing on my head, because this whole thing got me messed up. I can't get my hair done, so I got to do something. But for years, we've tried to build with them. I've tried, Pastor Kelly has tried, and it's all, I think it's coming to a head. Um, they've called us out of our names. We've asked them to stop calling us moderates, and they continually call us moderates. Um, and keep in mind, at first, when I was introduced to the term moderate, I didn't really understand the depth of what that meant. So I was like cool with it until I talked to a couple of people and they gave me the true understanding of what's called, if you call someone a moderate, it's almost putting you in a bunch, but I think from a I guess from a it's a bad term. It's almost putting you at a level of, I want to say terrorist, and we're not that. Um, and I don't like saying that on YouTube because I don't want to get shut down. But hey, but yeah, we've asked them to stop calling us that. We've consistently received insults. Vocab has consistently insulted us. Cherry has consistently insulted us. Neffy has insulted us. And the video Damon came out with the voodoo priest saying that I guess Wahuda is not standing, doesn't mean Judah. The way vocab has conducted itself when it came to the pews, Allah Quadesh, all those things, they've totally been, I mean, just it's been disrespectful. Now I'll never say our community doesn't need help, or I mean, we're ever learning, but they consistently want us to check. Yeah, he does. He insults people. Vocab insults Black people all the time. But we consistently check things that we see in our community that's negative, or we always do it. We always do it. I've done it. I've done it on Berea's channel. I've done it with side conversations with individuals that I was not in agreement with their behavior. But we're doing it on our side constantly, and they're not doing it on their side. They consistently give us nicknames. Now, yeah, the vocab. I will say I'm not gonna say that anymore because it is. I'm stooping down to their level when I do stuff like that. But what I will say is that one comment does not equate to the amount of insults that I have received personally. Um, I've received insults coming from Cherry's panel. Vocab did a video on me and insulted Majors and tried to lie on Majors and say Majors um, almost had camp doctrine. And if anybody knows Majors, they know Majors go against the camp doctrine, One West doctrine hard. So they've lied on us. They consistently lie. So we've been kind of, we've been kind of going back and forth, and Pastor Kelly has been focused on his congregation because he is a moray or a pastor, and he hasn't really had a lot of time. But I think it's getting so bad and has gotten so bad and so disrespectful that he just says, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to say something. And it's not just that, but it was other things that have transpired, and he's going to talk about it in the video. That's why I'm not giving a whole bunch of information, because I don't want to take away from what he's going to do. So, with that being said, I want to make sure that people watch this, because one thing I will say, Pastor Kelly will be able to give you real live interaction with these people. And he's had a lot more interaction with them than some of us. One thing I will tell you, they were Pastor Kelly and Pastor Majors. Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to tell. I don't want to give. I don't want to give the information yet. But I would say, watch it tomorrow and be open minded when you watch this, because the thing is this: we're constantly saying things like, "I believe this. I believe that. I believe this," and every single time they take us back to square one. Will or add something. You know, uh, Berean talked about it today as well. It's like they're constantly trying to sling mud when at the end of the day, can I promote the channel, the show? Okay. Hey, Sal, are you talking about what do you want to promote? You talking about what Kelly's gonna do or my channel? I email all the links to you. I email all the links. But yeah, back to my point. Sal has even opened his platform. I've watched his platform where he's open for conversations and debates. And I've seen certain behaviors, and like I said, I'll never say that our community does not need work. And again, we have no problems about checking people in our community, and that's the big difference. I've openly rebuked my folks constantly. um I've consistently rebuked the things that they openly rebuked them for what they've done, to say, I don't follow camp doctrine. We not one West. And it's like they're consistently trying to put us on a hold on. Hey, I'm live. I'm gonna call you right back. I gotta find out. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. That was important. I want to make sure I didn't miss nothing. But we consistently, like I said, we're trying to build, and we try to do what we need to do. But back to debate talk for you. Sal consistently opens his platform for them to have conversation, and I've seen them being disrespectful, insulting. It's out of hand. And again, they'll say, "Oh, Dante called Nephi ratchet." The behavior of the UA community is ratchet. It's not acceptable. And I've mentioned it a couple of times in my channel. Like, I'm like, wow. So y'all just gonna consistently insult people. You're gonna consistently call Dante 400 foreskin Fortson. How is that biblical? Again, they'll say, oh, but you call vocab vocrap. The one insult, let's look back at his history. The one insult they love to bring up if we do one thing. That's why I tell my community, don't stoop to their level. Don't, because if we say one thing, they'll try to totally forget about what they've done. So so we have to play different. We can't play like they play. We can't call people out of their names. Um, but again, Neffy does come from a ratchet community. So guess what? They do a lot of ratchet stuff. So I'm not I'm supporting my brother Dante. But another thing we got to be careful of community is not allow them to cause us to fight and argue um, amongst each other. We can agree, but disagree, but we need to learn how to disagree respectfully. But again, back to my point, they have to be held accountable for their behavior. They have to. They've G-Man has been disrespectful. I don't want to talk about that. But Cherry is constantly disrespectful. Um, all of them are disrespectful that I've noticed. And their leader, which is Eric Mason, does not want to check it. And then what's interesting to see Vocab, who is consistently disrespectful, to see them do an open panel discussion and Vocab is on it. So pretty much Pastor Mason has co-signed their behavior and Eric and Vocab's behavior. You know, he's doing a video where he's calling, he's saying coon. How dare you? You're not a part, you don't have the right to open your mouth and say anything like that. And for Pastor Mason or Egg Mason to be on that panel with that man making racist comments, I lost a lot of respect. And yeah, my brother Michael Baker, he don't claim no titles. He just see people for who they are. He was talking in the chat. But yeah, their behavior has been out of order. I've been called Easy E. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about the stuff that Faithful to God does. He's somewhere hiding, but he's been disrespectful as well. He made a couple of comments that he had to be checked on, and he's now saying that I didn't make them, but I don't trust that. He's made too many ugly comments towards me for me to believe he's done a lot. He's done a lot. So with that being said, again, I'm not giving too much detail because I know Kelly is going to go in. And I don't want to give that away. And I will give it to Sal so he can promote it. But everybody needs to watch this. Everybody needs to watch this one because I think that they are trying to group us together, call us moderates, and make it seem as if we are racist and that we are a racist group. And that's not true. You know, it's a lot that they are doing right now. And when Pastor Kelly says what he says tomorrow, you're gonna see why I'm not telling too much information. But I want everybody to tune into that. Because again, if people remember me, I started out in Beren's panel. And my whole goal on Beren's panel was not to argue, but to build. I wanted to build with the UA community 110%. Because a lot of my beliefs are no different than theirs, as far as believing in the Messiah and who the Messiah is. I'm going to stop sharing. And who the Messiah is, and him being being the eternal Son of God. He's always been with Father. I've went through the whole spiel, and the only thing they have a qualm with me on is stop calling yourself an Israelite. I've been lied on to say I don't believe in. I fight against Paul, which is not true. It's just a lot has transpired. But my brothers, like Pastor Kelly and all of them, they've seen a lot more because they were with them when some of us were just watching them on YouTube. They were actually debating with some of these guys. I know Pastor Kelly was supposed to debate Damon. Some stuff transpired. I know Neffy did something where she had accused Pastor Kelly of some stuff. So that's all going to be discussed on tomorrow. It's going to be discussed. You all are going to see, um you're going to see that top tier leadership. You're going to see them for who they are. He ain't got time to touch on the cherries and to touch on the G-cons and all of them. He ain't gonna touch on those subject points because they're it's going to be the leadership. It's going to be exposed. Because truth be told, we know that's where they're getting some of their information and their marching orders. I think so. Again, this is only to just say enough is enough. Leave us alone. If you don't believe what we believe in, that's cool. But doing whole lives about us, aren't you supposed to be preaching the gospel? Aren't you supposed to be reaching out to people? So it's neither here nor there. I didn't want to make this about them, but I do want people to tune in to what Pastor Kelly is going to be doing tomorrow. I want y'all to tune in to my show, to what I'm gonna do far as at 4:30, talking about the women of the Bible. But right after y'all get done listening to me, go get you something to eat real quick, because I'm gonna make sure to try and be done. I'm gonna be done early because I know some people may want to, most people don't watch anything on Friday night in our community because that's usually when they kind of get ready for Shabbat. So I'm, like I said, if you are going to be available tomorrow after my show, please, please go to Pastor Kelly's page. And again, let me see. Let me ask him. Hold on. While because he was the one that just called me about something he wanted me to send him about. Um, I text him. I find out, and I put it in the description. He wanted me to send him something about one of the conversations I've had with some people in that community. But it's a combination of things that they've done, and he has the receipts for it. And for them to say that they're, trying to make sure we're not teaching a false gospel, lying should never be a part of your tactic or your ways of bringing people to Christ. And they have done a lot of lying on their part. So that is going to be that's going to be the gist of the conversation. Um, but just make sure that everybody tunes in. Pass the word, send it to people, let them watch. Let's make sure that his views are up, that when he does that premiere, because it's going to be a premiere, I want to make sure and see that. I want to see a lot of people out there, because I want people to see what we've seen. There's some things that we've seen from that community we chose not to say anything about because we were like, you know what, it's not worth it. We're going to be quiet. We're going to be focused about ministry. We're not going to be focused on them. But things have gotten so out of hand that it's like time out. It's time to deal with them. And Pastor Kelly has been dealing with them, is about to deal with them. Now, not to mention Dante. And that's another thing that we're not in agreement with. We stand behind our brother Dante Fortson. Um, and I'm one of those. If you say something about him, I got a problem with you, because Dante has stuck his neck out. And see, a lot of people don't understand the history of Dante. Dante Fortson has always been kind of like a lone wolf. He's been by himself. He's been teaching for years, but he never really affiliated with a lot of people in our community because he's just a quiet guy. That's how he is. But he's a good, cool guy. And I met him about a couple of years ago watching his videos. And I've always been one of those that if I want to meet somebody, I'm gonna find a way to get in touch with them. And I was able to find a way to get in contact with him, Dante. And he kept in touch with me, and he is a good guy. And what they are trying to do is attack this man's credibility. And not to mention, this man is an accomplished author. He's worked with people like Mike Heiser. Some of this, Mike Heiser, they trying to follow it behind. He's actually worked with him. Mike Heiser knows him. And this man lost a lot because when he found out the truth of who he was, because Teyu Ministries brought it to his attention, he started teaching that. And when he started teaching it, he lost a lot of supporters. That's what people don't realize. When we start walking in this truth and start teaching this truth, we lose a lot. We lose some things. We lose family members that, and it's not that we're fighting against the family members because Cheer tries to make it seem as if we're fighting against our family. No, we lose support because most people don't want to, people just want, they don't want to be, they are so afraid and unsure of what we're saying that they just don't want to deal with us in some cases. My family's good with it. Because again, I was taught this at an early age that Jesus wasn't a white man with blue eyes. I knew this, but Dante is another one. And I'm not gonna let anybody talk about him. So that's another reason why Pastor Kelly was like, "Hold up, put the brakes on it. Y'all not gonna sit here and disrespect this man and call him Dante Foreskin Fortson." And then the pictures that that they use, vocab use for Dante, it almost make, they try to make him look like he is, I don't want to say, it gives like he is, like he's a threat. And the pictures that they use, I saw one of the pictures that vocab did and splashed Dante's picture on there. I didn't like it. I said they're trying to depict him as being something that is just aggressive, and Dante Fortson is not aggressive. He's a good, genuine guy. I have asked him to help me with things with some understanding and some history. He's always open to help. Um, he's always open to give people a chance. And again, he is, his faith and his belief is Christianity. When you look at the root of what he believes in, and I don't have, and he doesn't, I don't have any problems with Christianity. I consider my belief patterns to be more of a people of the way, not this westernized, because this Eurocentric Christianity, this westernized Christianity is what's questionable. But the faith itself, with the first century Christians, we never, I don't have a beef with that. And I would consider myself called the people of the way more so than anything. But but yeah, they consistently attacking Dante. And that's all Dante is doing, is he's bringing facts. He's bringing history. He's told them, if you have a problem with what I'm saying, call Cambridge and call them out and tell them they're wrong. Tell them to change their facts. And they have not done anything. All right, Cam to player. I kind of figured, I'm, if you out of it, I understand. I don't want to keep everybody up late. But but what was my point? Um he's just, like I said, he's overall a good guy. And that's all I want to say about Dante. So y'all gonna leave my bro alone, and we got his back 100%. You come for Dante, you coming for all of us, and that's what they're doing. You know, I've had people come to me and say, Sister E, why are you rocking with Dante? You know, I had respect for you until you started rocking with Dante. Dude, I knew Dante before I knew you. What are you talking about? G-Con has said that. But I mean, to each his own. And this is the same one that calls me Sleepy E. I've never insulted. I don't think I've ever insulted G-Con. He came up with a nickname for me. And he's still calling me that, I've heard. So I guess his apology didn't mean anything because he's still doing the same behavior. But to each his own. I'm not even gonna focus on that. Another individual that I won't let them talk about is Yahukanan. If you've never met Yahukanan, Yahukanan is a cool guy. So, and they try to attack him and make it seem like he's crazy. No, Yahukanan is just passionate. So at the end of the day, I'm just naming off a few people to let y'all know that they're just not attacking me. They're attacking a lot of people. So with that being said, I don't want to keep everybody long because I don't want to keep everybody up late. Um, but you know, just let's keep our leaders and our people that are fighting to help us up in prayer. Let's pray for them. Let's make sure that they continue in the walk that they're doing. And that's along with Tayu, that's along with Pastor Kelly, that's Majors, Dante, Tayu. I think I said Tayu. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nobody because some folks get, hold on. I said Dante, I said Tayu Ministries, Yakoba, which is part of Tayu Ministries. Let's keep him in prayer. Pastor Kelly, Pastor Majors, Hebrew Nation, um, Ron Shields, people like that. Let's keep, and now again, Ron Shields is another one. They try to make us not deal with Ron Shields because a few things that Ron Shields believes in. Okay, I understand what Ron Shields believe in, but he's still my brother because I've reached out to Ron Shields for help and he's helped me. Let's talk about some of these people in the UA community that don't believe that God is all knowing. I'm not going to say a name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But with that being said, like I said, keep them up in prayer. They're working and they're trying to support, but they're also going through the process of learning. And it's one thing to learn in private and go through the process of the Holy Spirit revealing to you things in private, but it's something when you're doing it and you're a public face and people see you and follow you and and listen to the things that you're saying, so let's just keep them up in prayer. Let's keep even Pastor Omar. All these people have been vocab even attacked Pastor Omar. Can y'all believe that? Some years back, but I heard his folks checked him. So but let's keep them up in prayer. With that being said, family, I don't want to keep you. I just want to say thank you for your support. Everybody stay strong in this. Don't lose your faith. Understand and be comfortable in who you are. Don't allow anybody to tell you anything other than what God has told you you are. You Israel, keep it moving, Israel. Keep working and being the people of God that He wants us to be. And again, I will have all the information as far as what's going on this week with me and Pastor, and also the stuff that's going on with Pastor Kelly. And Dante might come out with some stuff, but he don't tell us when he coming out with stuff. He just comes out with it. But I have that stuff available in the description. But again, I just want to tell the family, just keep everybody, lifting and support us. Support us because we need the support. We need to know, people are listening. So you won't be, beguiled by those urban apologists and what they believe in. You're gonna get to see also what they really believe in. It's gonna mess you up when you figure out what they believe in. But with that being said, family, God bless. Thank you. I hope I ain't forgot anything. I should have wrote it down. Make sure you stay safe. Um, Make sure that you, like I said, just take care of yourself out here. But be on the premiere tomorrow for Pastor Kelly. It's gonna be, if y'all remember Pastor Kelly and what he did with Dow, Dow is nothing in comparison to what he's getting ready to do with the Urbans. Is when I saw it, when he told me some of the stuff he about to do and show that money trail. Remember when Berea said white folk money? Be about and they chasing after that white folk money. That's all I gotta say. So with that being said, family, and I mean it folks, hold on before I end it. Let me stop it. Yes, I said white folks money. It was not a racist comment, folks. Saints go back and say, Sister E, but that's what somebody else said in the urban apologetic community. Get this white folks money. Brian mentioned it, and I can't tell y'all. Oh, I just want to tell y'all so bad. I hadn't seen it, but yeah. But let me go ahead and end this because I'm gonna end up opening my mouth and telling y'all what he's told me because I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, let me go ahead and end this before I let the cat out the bag of what's gonna happen tomorrow. So yep, that money. But yeah, everybody stay healthy and love you, family, and thank you for your support. I'm now at over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for your support and continually support me. And Sal, I will be sending you that information in a few minutes. God bless and good night, family.